Hey, how you doing again, gang? Now, today I want to talk about cushion money, right? Cushion money. Now, a year before the pandemic, I did a video because I used to do a lot of videos that I post on LinkedIn about owner operatorship, and I did a video about cushion money, and it was telling the importance of why it's important as an owner operator you need to have cushion money. And basically everything I said about the importance of cushion money happened a year later when the pandemic hits. And what happened was a lot of guys that I gave work to, a lot of owner operators, because I've been in the truck space for over 15 years, and for a while I've been like a transport broker. And what I did was I connected a lot of owner operators to companies, logistics companies, and factories that I built relationships with. And whenever they need transport services, I would build a database of owner operators that I'll connect to those companies. And what happened was when the pandemic hit, a lot of guys that even one guy I helped got him started, and he was building his trucking company. It was up to 4 trucks. And when the pandemic hit, a lot of trucking companies got completely wiped out. I remember guys was calling me, asking me if I want to buy their trucks. And that to me was really ironic. And I was saying to myself, if these guys would actually, if they were listening to the videos that I was talking about, they would realize that, it's very important to, when things are good, stack something away. It's kind of like the story of the ant and the grasshopper, right? The story about the ant and the grasshopper was all summer long, the ant was just stacking food all summer long. But the grasshopper on the other end was partying, having fun, eating, having a grand old time. And then when the summer was over and fall and winter hit, the grasshopper didn't have any food because he didn't follow the ant and stock his food. He kept on eating, and then when the winter came, he didn't survive the winter because he starved and died because all the plant dried up. So the story about that is, get when the going is good. When things are going great, it's good to grow, but it's also good to make sure you're protecting yourself, and that's where cushion money comes in. Because at the end of the day, if you do not protect yourself and you have a truck that's costing money every time the wheel turns, then you have to make sure that what happens, right? What happens, right? And that's the most important things. What happened if, right? Because a lot of companies went out of business, a lot of companies stall, right? And there's times when companies takes a long time to pay, and there's times when they're slow and there's no work, right? And if you don't have a lot of customers that can give you work when a few other customers are down, then it's very important that you have money set aside so downtime can be spent traveling, having fun with the family, instead of staying up late at night worrying about where the money's going to come from to pay your insurance, or if you go the route to go finance the truck, where's the money's going to come from to pay for your financing or for your lease payment, right? You want to make sure that in the time when things are good, you're putting cushion money away in the event of, because like I said in previous videos, stuff like traffic breaks down can happen. When the truck breaks down, what are you going to do, right? Truck's got to get towed, to a shop, and then you're going to have to pay for parts, you're going to have to pay for labor. And if you're not in a position to take care of all of that, then you're in a bigger problem, because then what's going to happen with the truck, right? So it's very important that when you are new owner operator coming out in this business, you got to make sure that when you're making money, you put that money away in the event of, right? Because things can happen. When you're on the road, anything can happen when you're on the road, right? And because the truck is your bread and butter, it's very, very vitally important to make sure that you have money put aside. Now, because a lot of experienced owner operators, they know this by the book. They know this 100%, that they make sure that in order for them to keep their trucks on the road, they have to make sure that they protect themselves financially and have money set aside. So if a truck goes into shop, it's in and out. It's not sitting there because you can't afford to pay for it, right? Or pay for the parts and the labor that it's going to cost to get your truck fixed. So cushion money is very important, and it's a life rule, just in life in general. Because right now, as you see, we're going through an inflation right now. And when you don't have money put aside for even just your personal, self alone, your personal life, that can affect a whole lot. So it's not only just for trucking by itself, but it's also for life in general, that you have to have that, because you never know what can happen. Anything can happen. And the trucking business, where you have a big truck that's costing you money every time the wheels turn, it's even 10 times more vital, because if that truck is feeding you, you don't want that truck sitting. Okay, so that's what I want to say on this video. Any questions, let me know, and I will see you on the next video. See you then. Be safe.